Mark Maynard with Maple Square Fly Collective in Wayzata, Minnesota. Supposed to go live today at 4 o'clock, but there's going to be some technical difficulties there. As I'm kind of new to this, I didn't know that there was a requisite number of followers that you have to have, and since there's only 20 of us at this point, um, they don't deem that I qualify. So here I am. I appreciate you coming to check me out. Please hit like and subscribe and leave me a comment. Let me know where you're from and how you found out that I was, going to put this video out today. Just because I'm interested, I like to know, kind of how it gets out there and who sees what. But I guess I'm going to, since I need to tie some ants because I don't have any ants, we're going to take a journey into Rainey's ant bodies, and I'm going to, I guess it's basically an atomic ant. I'm going to use rubber legs and I'm going to use a wing, and we're going to see what this high-vis head does. So yeah, so we're going to go with the ant bodies. Going to use some black hackle, some EP fibers for the wing. Starting with Mustad AP50 and 16, and some black Ultra 140. So let's go ahead and get into it. This is probably going to be a pretty quick tie. Start behind the head there. My dog is snoring. I don't know if you guys can hear him or not. So there's that. I'm going to unwind that thread some. Alright, so we're getting that body bound down there. I think I like that. I think that's going to be okay. I am going to trill that tail section off a little bit, but there we go. So you can see how I've got it tied there with not just a couple reps right in the one spot. We're going to widen it out there. So when you go to put those rubber legs in, you're not trying to cram them in a small crease. By creating that wider space, those legs, you can actually cinch them down here, and they're gonna splay on you, which is what you want. Because if you didn't, when you went to tighten up the thread, they just close on you. So we're going to go with that. I'm going to go ahead and pull some of my EP fiber out here for the wing. Not going to lie, I'm kind of bummed out about this YouTube thing. Not being able to go live. I do think I'll be able to go live on Instagram after having researched it. So that might be where we go. And I'll just post my regular videos here. So we're tying this wing in for our little flying body. Yeah, it kind of bummed me out. But what can you do? I don't make the rules. I don't normally follow the rules, but in this case I have no choice. So there's that. You got two wings. Let me figure out where my body's going to be here, and I can trim those wings. we're going to cut that about there. Shouldn't have done that. I'm going to bind a little bit more of this head down. That looks better. It's got more of an ant shape to it anyway. And that little bit of wing there is just really for so you can see it with that hot spot. So what I'll do now is tie my legs in before I tie my hackle in. So we'll kick that up there. Take one over and catch it. Let's see what I'm doing there. You're going to tie it all the way down to the where you've got that body. Yeah, I like that. So we're going to come back on the other side, and I'll trim those legs off in a minute. I'm going to come back on the other side. This is actually a lot faster than I thought it was going to be. But anyway, we got a video up today. And I need to tie some ants anyway. So that one's in. Leave it right on the side there. Take a couple of loose ones just so we can put it in place. Yep. There. Taking it back to that little wing. And it's back. So, all that looks good. Now we're going to tie in a black hackle. Just like with everything, pull your feathers, smooth your feathers down a little bit, and then pick a spot outside of the webby. What I do now, if you can see this with the black, you'll see that there. Now on the bottom of this, I'm going to cut a little crew cut there, a little V. So my thread has something to catch on to those little barbs, and I'm going to pull top fibers off, so when I go to roll this thing, when I go to wrap it, it's not going to have crazy fibers shooting everywhere. You know, on this it's not that big a deal, but on your dry flies, when you're hackling a dry fly, it matters. Make sure everything's good and bound down here. And it is. Yep. We'll take this back to the front. Actually, what we're going to do so it doesn't spin. Pull this head and these legs up. And catch the eye there. Give some good wraps there underneath that. And that'll help keep that head poked up, and it'll also keep it from spinning. So now we're just wrapping hackle. If I can get a hold of the damn thing. And I'm going to hackle this pretty heavy. Two in front, two in the back. We can get rid of this bad boy. Yeah, looks like an ant with really long legs right now. I'm gonna pull these legs together. I said it was. There's legs. I like to keep them together, that way they're the same shape when I cut them. Now we can whip finish this bad boy, and this fly's done, son. Just like that, you got an ant. How about that? Those thread bodies, those Rainey's bodies make it pretty easy. Yep, there it is. Folks, again, Mark with Maple Square Fly Collective in Wayzata, Minnesota. We're still doing it. Sorry about the not being able to go live today, but we're gonna try it again, and next time when I let everybody know that we're gonna do it, we'll probably do it on Instagram. So anyway, I appreciate you guys. Have a great day, and we'll see you later. Thanks.